Oh, the ultras are flowing.
There she goes.
She is.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Mom, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Is it the ultras talking?
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Another episode.
Another one. We're still here. Yes.
You're lucky.
Yeah, and we have some guests today, so you have a different microphone. Did I say microwave?
Oh, the ultras are flowing.
Oh my gosh. You have a new microphone.
I know, I kind of like this one better. I feel like I'm going to jump out and sing.
I don't. You should do that move.
You told me to.
I mean, you can. Go.
Yeah,
Go. It's going to get a lot of attention.
Real
You do
firm
that.
right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right here. Anyways,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a giver, so I give my microphone.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Well, we've got our two daughters here today.
We do, but before we talk about them,
Yeah.
let's talk. Oh, there's another daughter over there.
Oh, yes.
Sending you some hand signals.
Yes.
I do have to say this, Jen. So as a start, you're not here.
Mm-mm.
As a start.
Yeah.
So on my way over here, my
Uh-huh.
mom said that she really would like to hear some talk of the Burley trash.
Oh.
The Burley Meats trash can.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
let's
So
just start this
my-
episode out with this. First, let's mention it's St. Patrick's Day,
St. Patty's.
and I really wanted a green beer, but Jen said,
Yay.
Oh, we're going to get food coloring in our teeth, and then you're going to be mad about that, and that's going to be a whole editing thing, and you know this.
Fine. But
So,
anyways,
imagine that they're green. We'll have green ones after. Okay.
Yeah.
Compromise?
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Whoa, we're all over. Squirrels are running.
But we did have so much fun last year. Last year we went to a St. Patty's Day party.
Yes,
at
Wix.
Wix, and we had the best time.
We won.
We
won because
the fun
we were
table.
yes.
We win the fun bucket. Fun bucket.
We were the fun table.
Yes, because they had a really good band there, and we both love live music. And I think our drumming because we drum when we get going. We take utensils.
Spoons. Yes.
Utensils.
Spoons and forks.
And we
Air drum.
and the drummer for this band was really good. Do you remember, like, we were standing up on chairs at one point and he was pointing his drumstick back at us?
I feel like is this when everybody was stealing out of our you want a hat.
Oh yeah, there was a whole basket and like we
had
all like
sunglasses.
Oh, we did.
And we gave those away.
Those ultras.
Yeah.
I want those back.
I feel like I'm gonna work really hard on my arms.
Uh-huh. Just make sure that we can hear you and we're not
I just don't want to move.
we hear
I'm
that we
scared. He
talk
told me
with
not to move.
and we talk with our hands a lot, so we gotta
I know.
watch
So
that
I've got
too.
one beer and the microphone, and I'm feeling really weird. Well, here we go.
I'm a little froggy.
Okay, scroll back.
Yes.
Scroll back.
So back to so I started a little series and it mostly became out of you can't make those faces at me, ma'am. 'Cause I'm a squirrel.
Okay, go.
So it started because we do have a big problem with people dumping their stuff and I don't know if it's because of our location and it's kind of private and secluded back there, so they feel like a little privacy to swing back in there, and there's like 5 trash can dumpsters to like choose from. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know, but we get divers. Also because we've got Real Deals and Dollar Tree.
You share with Real Deals?
Yeah, they're back there too.
Oh, okay, shoot.
We're
You get some
all
good stuff back there.
And this one's the one that would gross people out.
Little
Caesars at night when they dump the extra pizzas that didn't get sold. Oh, you should see the people in like nice cars that will pull back there. And
What are they going for?
the pizzas that are in the dumpster.
So they throw the pizzas away.
Yes,
like-
the extra pizzas that
What?
didn't get sold.
Okay, here's
They'll
my
put those
question.
in there, and I see a cat jump out of the dumpster.
Whoa!
Like just before, if a cat's in there, then they've peed, or there's also mice,
No.
and
Okay.
people are super excited about these finds.
Stop. Okay.
So pumped.
Why are they
Somebody
not?
brought a ladder to do it one day, a step stool out of her vehicle because she was too short to reach. She came prepared. She was a pro. This was not her first time. This was not her first dive.
She had Ziploc bags. She's moving the pizza.
I can't like quite see that far, but I definitely like she pulled up and then she went to the back of her car and I'm like, what is she getting? And she got out a step stool, propped it over there, and then climbed and proceeded to like.
But this is my question to Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Why are we not donating that to the local food banks?
Because they're not open at 11 p.m. would be my guess.
You know what? I'm sure someone would stay awake just to donate that. Just FYI, that's my
Well,
2 thoughts.
I don't
Like
know.
the women's shelter or the
I agree.
homeless shelter.
I agree.
Then that
agree.
takes care of the cats and the dumpster divers.
No, I agree. However, that's not being done, and dumpster divers are living for the treasures. But
that's not a
I
treasure. What other treasures are
one
they
man's
going for?
trash is
Okay.
another man's treasure.
What are they
But
digging for you?
for me, I don't know because it's just meat scraps and grossness. However, they like to dump in mine. They do. And at first, I would get
they add. They add to
yes.
Okay.
And at first, I would get mad because there's times when they'll fill it. Like I've had full carpets in there. I have had somebody who cleaned out like their like strollers, the most random things. And so like at first I would get like upset about it. And one time somebody did totally absolutely fill it with carpets and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I put them on there.
Like you're putting it on your social media.
Yeah, it's my security camera footage. I put it on there, and I had their license plate really clear. I have everything really clear. And within like 2 hours, like I have these gals that follow me. Shout out Bree, you know who you are.
You just told her name.
Yeah.
Oh,
she would love it.
Oh, okay.
I know exactly. She will love this. Because she publicly comments all the time because she's like me. I'm a find outologist. I will find you. I will go down a deep dive. I will find over here, and I will, if I've got time, time, I will find you. But so I put it on there because I know I'm not the only one like this. And within 2 hours, she had DMV record, name, address, all this stuff. And she was like, FYI, this is who it is. And I was like, sweet. And sometimes
Did you call it out?
Sometimes I choose violence. I'm an FAFO. So, do I need to say that one? Fuck around and find out. Okay.
You did.
Yep,
but
there
thank
you
you.
go. So,
switch hands. It's like a baby.
So, I like threw it out there. I was like, hey, this is who it is. By the next morning. So apparently the guy who the vehicle was registered to, he was out of town. He works out of town, but it was his pickup, and his wife was having some people do some work, and they had been in and out. Like, there's another lady that follows me that she like works at the landfill, and she always comments if you watch. She's like, I'm not that scary. They could come out. We even help you unload your vehicle. Like,
and isn't it free?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the worst part. I know. But she said that they'd been in and out of the dump often for like the last few days. But by 10 a.m. the next morning, they were there and they were apologizing. Can you please edit that? Can you please put that we came in and apologized? We would like to take it out. And I'm like, hey, I already had them come. I already paid for them to come and dump my dumpster an extra day.
Sure.
Which is what it does to a small business.
Sure.
Like, it's one thing for people to empty out a little bit of their stuff. But there's times when I've had to pay an extra fee.
No. Yeah, I mean, it depends on, like, when you have merchandise coming in, when you're restocking. Yes.
Yes.
Keep it down, Sharon.
But, anyway, so we started...
neighbors.
So we started this series, and it's called Talking Trash Thursdays. And because I have tons of security cam footage of this stuff, where people have come and done stuff, and we've kind of just decided it was actually, I got to give all the credit to Jeremy, my husband, because he has great ideas, and
I can't clap, but I'll snap for you.
Yes. But he went to lunch with me, and he had just been over at the store with me, and he walked out with me, and we watched this older couple putting stuff in, and they were going to, at that time, I saw that they were going to put like an old massive microwave in there, and I was like, guys, no, like, this is not your dumpster, please don't. And they never look at you, there's no eye contact, there's no nothing, they just kind of like run? No, they didn't. They like shut their hatch, but then the cords were all out, so she had so the husband made the wife get out and like fix all this as I'm just like standing there like and so anyway, spill my beer a little bit, just gonna rub it in.
Hi.
Yeah. So anyway, we went to lunch after that, he and I, 'cause he's my favorite lunch date. And we were at lunch, and he was like, it's almost comical. Like, he thinks that I exaggerate how often it happens, but it happens all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so he was like, you should just start making a series out of it. So, yeah, I own a meat shop, a butcher shop, and my most popular videos are Talking Trash Thursdays.
Hey. whatever sells
I mean, I
or
still stays there.
amuses. I mean,
And I've offered it this week. Like I've got some really funny customers, and I've got one guy that's retired. He's like, I'm retired. I've got time. I'll exchange meatloaf because we make really good meatloaf. And he's like, I
Monday.
will do
Meatloaf Monday.
We do mom's meatloaf on Monday, and he's like, I will come and exchange for meatloaf. I've got time, and I'll sit there all day and all night and monitor your dumpster and stuff like that. Next week,
Security.
yeah, next week I'm super excited. It's a reverse dumping because it's somebody that found something, and I don't know what they found in my trash because there's nothing exciting, but they did.
And it's gonna be exposed next week.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's at night, so you can see the license plate, real nice. And it's some teenage girls.
It's a body.
Oh no, it's just a little box. She gets it out. She's like, oh! Like, oh yeah. I don't know what she found. She's so excited about it because I'm like, we don't put anything in that you're gonna want. But the 1 week that I did, the first one that Jeremy told me to make kind of something funny out of it, is because I went in there to see what they had put in, and it was a toilet.
Gross.
A whole used toilet.
Was it clean?
No, no, not at all.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's kind of like this. Here's a quick question. Back to an episode.
Mm-hmm.
When you throw away your panties, you throw away clean panties or dirty panties?
Dirty.
Yeah.
And I'm really upset about that because I think I could make some money with it.
The ultras are talking.
Little side hustle.
Wrong.
Hey,
I throw away clean panties.
you wash them and throw them away? For why?
I don't know because the dumpster. I don't know. I just do. I will wash clothes and throw them away.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know why. I don't know. Shut up.
I will say, so, but do you ever have like favorite pairs of pants that I love them. And I don't wear jeans very often. So if I have a favorite pair of jeans, I hold on to that sucker. And I've had some for a very long time and then they rip and stuff like that. Cause I got a big booty. So like they'll rip and and then do you ever have that? Like my husband had one of these moments like a couple weeks ago because he had a favorite pair of pants that just ripped and ripped and ripped more and more and more. And
in the wrong spot.
Yep. And he finally was just like, it's too much. It's too aggressive. I'm going to have to let go of him. And I felt like he had like this moment and I really resonated with it because I've had this where you're just like, you're going to throw them away and you're like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to break up with you. You're my favorite pair. It's time.
It's a Celine Dion.
Yes. Yes, it is. As you're just like letting go.
Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back.
As they sink slowly into the water. The jeans are Jack. Yeah.
I don't have that problem.
Oh.
I'll wash you, throw you.
Oh, no. Like I
still have some jeans from years ago.
I mean, I do too. I can't fit into them. So that's why they're hanging around. I'm going to work my way back to those. We're going to work around. I'm coming back to you.
I don't think I get attached to it.
Oh, I do. When they get worn in and comfy. Okay, and now we talked a whole lot. And these two girls are sitting over here all quiet.
They are.
So, we are going to bring these girls into it.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll consider the trash talking kind of our spilling the tea for this.
I am excited to. I did not know about it, so my mom asked, so I had to ask.
Yeah. It's.
I think you should do your plug. I should do a plug for it. Follow you.
Follow us at Burley Meats, Burly, because I'm a medical girl that my husband already named the business, Burley. And so I flipped it a little bit and took out the E and made it manly.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought it was like a manly.
It is.
Oh, okay.
But in the beginning, I had a lot of people tell me, like, you spelled this wrong. And I was like, oh, no, I've committed to a whole sign and logo and everything. And I had no idea. No one gets puns. I don't know.
I do.
I'm punny. They want to laugh.
They're laughing. This one is. So, should we introduce our children?
Yes.
So, everybody, drum roll. This is Oompa Loompa Addie.
But she couldn't afford the spray
she's not an Oompa Loompa now.
Oh, gosh. And this is
this one. This is us.
And this is my daughter, Paige Beckers. No, I'm just kidding. She did
No,
get,
it's
funny
okay.
story, she did get mistaken for that. If you know women's basketball, she plays for UConn. We've followed her since she was in high school. She's amazing. And Kendall kind of resembles her a little bit. And so
Nice.
she went and did a basketball tournament in Connecticut, and she sent us these videos because
In Target.
in Target, some lady and her daughter mistook Kendall for Paige Beckers.
Oh,
They asked me for a picture. They were recording me.
did you say yes?
I
She
did.
She did. We
And I took a picture with them.
Yes. And at the end, because Kendall's teammates were all kind of laughing,
And they
they're
were all
like,
recording.
"Wait, are you not Paige?" And Kendall just walked away.
Did you sign your real name?
She didn't sign. They
No,
just took pictures. They took
yeah,
selfies
they took a
with her.
picture, yeah. And they were recording me when they were in line checking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, hey,
I was just smiling.
love
Like,
it.
No, her name is Kendall. This is Kendall Anderson. She'll be famous all on her own.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Kendall has a birthday
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yes.
wow.
Yes. 18.
Oof.
18.
You can
old.
vote now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She does actually. She like that's
And smoke. You can
no,
vote and
21.
smoke.
21. They changed
Oh.
it.
I don't know.
Dang it, you
Then?
gotta wait a few more years.
Yeah. No, that's all 21 now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Buy lotto tickets?
Still 18.
Is lotto tickets 18?
18.
Yeah, lotto tickets are 18.
You can
buy a lotto
scratch.
ticket. We can get you
You
one.
can scratch and vote. Let's talk about these
Still
girls.
take all your time up.
Okay, so these girls. We
Talk
wanted to bring
about
them out.
us.
We wanted-
Yes.
number one, because
You
We-
begged to be on.
and
Cut that out.
and we love our girls. These are both the second daughter, second child.
Second child.
Yeah.
The best ones, obviously.
duh.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on.
Skylar.
Hi,
Okay.
Chansey.
Oh, did you say it into the microphone? As if you
I
can
did.
hear it?
I know. I'm getting looked at like, don't move the microphone. Sorry.
Yeah.
Swap it. Anyways.
Okay. So yeah, we wanted to bring our girls on.
The ultras are talking.
I know. Because we have talked about, they're talking out there also.
I know. We have an audience.
Skylar, stop. Okay, Paige.
Simmer down.
Oompa Loompa? I will not be talking.
Their love language is
Oh my
honestly like,
Gosh, we're having a fight. I don't know what to do.
see, you panic, and I know that this is their love language because they talk this way to each other all the time. But they are the best friends,
They are really good friends. Every
but
time.
very different.
Yes, they're very different. We've said that.
Is it a little obvious?
No.
Nah.
Lots of tears are shed when Kendall leaves us.
By
Ugh.
you, I don't cry anymore. I'm used to her leaving me.
I do cry. Just thinking about it makes me cry.
Oh my god.
But you're here for a week, so I won't.
She
I'm not
is,
gonna cry
yes.
today.
She is. She's here for a week, and she is, yeah, like I said, she goes to school in Florida because, life. And I think in some ways, this is a relatable thing because when you've got kids that are in athletics and in sports and stuff like that, it's hard. It's hard to be a parent of that.
It is. I mean, because you want to try to see every, I think, every perspective, right?
Yes.
You don't want to just be the mama bear, and you
Yes.
don't want to have the voice of mama bear, but
Yes.
yet you are your child's voice,
Yes.
and as their biggest support. I mean, that's your job.
Yeah, it's so hard to know when to push the gas and when to let off.
Yes.
Sometimes.
yes.
Yeah.
You talking into the mic?
Yeah.
Well, and what kind of sports mom are you? Because I want to think that I'm like a calm.
Oh, I
sports
thought you
mom.
were gonna say I'm a cheer mom.
Oh yes.
That-
Okay,
no.
you're right.
I mean,
Oh my god. Oh god.
but I'm not that cheer mom, right? I sit and I stand back and watch Addie. She's actually quite annoyed. I don't know the jumps and the lingo, because she can master them. Smile, you're on camera. And anyways,
Yeah.
so I don't know the lingo of it, although I just watch her and have her natural,
Yeah.
Ability.
And I would say
We're both
that, the cheer thing, obviously, I kind of know and understand that world. But my daughter, when she was young, was all pigtails and skirts and all these things.
I've
and
seen
then,
the evidence. There's pictures.
yes. And then
There are
at about 4
pictures.
years old, I think my father-in-law gave her a pink and purple basketball.
No, it was Timberwolf.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was my parents.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't remember that. I thought it was Grandpa T. No. Okay. So it was my parents that gave her a little basketball.
Was it?
Pink and purple.
Wait.
I don't know. A
Oh, you're gonna be in
Someone.
trouble by
A
grandparent.
Yeah.
gave
They're
her.
they're gonna remind you who gave it to you.
Yes, they are. A grandparent gave her basketball. And there was a switch that flipped in this girl. And I remember.
Passion.
Oh, yeah. She couldn't get enough of it. She was constantly doing dribbling drills. She couldn't get enough. And she would stand on the couch and watch like basketball games, just like hands on her knees, just like into it. Just from the get-go, that was zeroed in, tractor beam. This is the one. And,
Yep.
much to her dad's like enjoyment, because he played basketball. So I was the one on the outside that did not know. Like, I'd be like, you should do this. And they both look at me and I'm like, I'm going to go sit down. But because my background is cheer, do I sit quietly during games even though I don't know what's going on? No, I do not. I am a yeller.
Very
But
much.
do you know today basketball?
I mean,
More.
but I'm okay. I have standards to what I yell. Like, I don't yell at other people's children.
Sure.
Like, I don't like when people do that.
Sure.
That's really, like, to me, bothersome. That makes my mama bear when when other teams will be like, yelling at, like, 35, and stuff like that, and which is her number typically. Because
Do you get yelled at?
Yes.
oh yeah, And-
Because you're an aggressive player?
no, she's super easygoing for the most part. Like, she's not an emotional player. She's very chill, but she's competitive, and like, yeah, she's competitive and she's good. And so when they get like that, like sometimes other teams will like, I don't know, target something, and that's when my mama bear gets like really roar. But because I will yell at another parent, I will do things like that. I won't yell at their child, but I
What
will.
would you say to the parent?
What would I say? That's not nice.
Such as?
It depends on what they're saying.
Okay.
Like,
Give us something.
oh gosh, I don't know, because I really, I am competitive, and so.
So if like I was yelling at Kendall, like, what?
Well, they'll sit down, they'll be like, foul, you know what I mean, or something like that. I'm like, that's not a foul. Watch what yours is doing over there.
Oh.
Mind your own. Like, it's usually something like that. And then if it, like, gets more, then I'll be like, pipe down, princess.
Oh.
Continue.
Oh.
Proceed. I mean, it depends.
But is
I
it
really
when it's
like,
just geared towards your child and you get mama bear, or is it
yeah, mostly.
towards the team?
Mostly my child. Because I can pretty much, especially if, like, they're being, like, or I like if they sit there and they're like screaming at the refs and stuff like that. Oh, that gets annoying. It gets really annoying. There's certain parents that like I just know I can't sit by, or I can't be like we've played against our kids for years and years. I will not name names. But there are certain parents that I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna sit up in the corner and I'm gonna stay way away from you because my mouth and my no filter, even though I'm sober, like if there were ultras involved,
Ultras
we
are
would be
still talking.
really yes. If there's ultras involved, we would be really in trouble.
Uh-oh.
But yeah.
We don't have that. That's not our problem.
No.
But you do have problems, I think, in every sport.
Especially with girls.
Especially with
girls.
Girls against girls,
Uh-huh.
and even coaching.
Yeah. Yeah. I would also say that is hard. I think that was one of the things, because my husband and I have very purposely, well, I say me purposely. I have no business coaching basketball. We all know this. So I purposely like refrained. Enough.
You dodged a bullet.
This one.
But my husband knows what he's talking about, and I think he would actually be a very good coach. But he has very purposely been like, no, I want my daughter to know how to be coached by other people. And coachable.
Sure.
And that was a skill, and he was like, I'm not, like, no. And we have stayed very much out of that. When a lot of others do not, and you do see favoritism, you do see stuff like that as they're younger, and then you kind of hope that that stuff's going to go away, but then it shows rears its head in other ways. I mean, that's at least what we found.
Well, and I will say you in our area and I just think with the age you have to start the sport young
Yeah.
and you have to do the traveling.
Yeah.
Because we watched it with our son, right? So like you can't just be like, hey, I'm gonna be junior high and go play. You know, you
Right.
have to start it or else your ass is sitting on a bench.
Oh yeah. And so I remember this a guy that I worked with at Minico. He came to me and he had kids that were in athletics and in sports and stuff like that. And I knew his kids and he had coached himself. I remember him coming to me one time when she was probably like 3rd grade or something. And which is early on, and he said to me, he goes, if I could give anyone advice that has a kid in athletics, I would tell him, put your kid in band, put your kid in orchestra. Don't do it. He's like, things are going to get ugly in ways you never, ever imagined. And he said, that's what I would tell him. And I kind of laughed it off because she was so passionate and she loved it. And I would never want to take something away. But the older she got, the more I have thought about that statement. And I was like,
The light bulb.
yeah, that's what he's talking about. People I never, ever thought.
Baby's heavy.
Thought you grabbed that on me. I'd be like,
Arm day.
but, you know, we definitely went through some, I mean, we made a controversial decision that I guess I'll stand by. I'm kind of speaking for you a little bit here, but her sophomore year after dealing with a lot of,
Would you say politics?
I don't know what it was. I
Or
honestly,
just
I don't think I know what, I really don't know what it was.
Controversies, I don't know.
I honestly, I say yes, but Jeremy and I are not the kind of parents that wait for a coach after a game or
Sure.
or went into drama. I mean, I just didn't. I don't know. I can't. To me, there wasn't politics on our end, but apparently there was on the other end or something. But after seeing my child for a year and a half just get beat down emotionally, mentally, for reasons we didn't understand, I remember looking at her and saying, are you ready to quit? And I don't raise a quitter. Quitters is not, I don't know. That was a really, really big deal and a really important thing to not raise that. But then we got to the point where I was sitting here thinking, are we encouraging a toxic relationship and encouraging our kid to sit there and put up with stuff that they should have the right to say, no, this is not okay, and I'm allowed to choose something different.
Sure. I mean, it's still her passion. It's not like she wanted to quit. She just
she
found a different avenue.
Yes.
But at the time, there was like
At the
there
time,
was
we had
not
no
a
idea.
different.
We had no idea what the avenue was going to be.
Yeah.
Sure.
We just
And
knew
just
we
like-
wanted out of that situation because that was going to take away something she was incredibly passionate about
Sure.
and loved with all her heart. And and it was tough. It was really tough.
No, yeah.
I mean,
Like,
you
what-
get like not just from coaches, but like other teammates. Did you get?
No, I think it was just more coaches.
You didn't get the support from the coaches.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
No, her
But-
teammates were. I mean, I remember very much.
I mean, they were kind of most of them were in the same boat, but like they just weren't like I feel like as passionate as me. Like they were just playing the sport just to like have it as their backup sport for like a different sport they were more passionate about. But like, yeah, I feel like it was just the coaches mainly.
yeah.
I
I
It's
remember.
tough because it's with a lot of things in life, right? Like you teach your kids, and I tell Addie this all the time. You never get out of high school.
No,
You don't
that's-
ever really get out of high school. You deal with mean girls or the situations constantly, so you have to figure out your way through it.
Yeah.
And so I feel like these coaches, what's really, like especially when they went through all the bullying, right? I found bullying happens, like I found this out in the junior high, happens within the teachers.
Oh,
within,
yeah.
And you're
yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
I mean, not every, I'm not going to sit and label every, but it happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've just got good and bad in everything you have.
Yeah.
You do.
And that's sad. That's sad, Kendall.
But it ended up being a really good thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like we took a controversial decision that I know Not everybody. I mean, it may not be the right choice for everybody, but it was the right choice for her.
Yeah.
And it took a lot of time to build
Doesn't
up
matter what anybody else
that
thinks.
confidence back
Sure.
up.
Yeah.
And we ended up finding a great program, and it was the hardest thing for me as a mom to let my kid when we found it, but it was also the best thing for her. And I will never forget my youngest, who's incredibly close to her, like incredibly. Besties. I mean, she's close with both of her brothers, but she's really close with her youngest brother. And I thought for sure he was going to have the hardest time because they flew with us to drop her off for school. I was a train wreck. Hurricane,
the way back.
which hurricane was Irene or something like that?
Yeah, one of the hurricanes.
We were flying out as it was supposed to touch in like 5 hours, which a hurricane is such a foreign concept for us. Like, I don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
We had to stay in our dorms. Everyone was like freaking out, and I just didn't even know what to think.
So it was really nerve-wracking as we're flying out at like 6 a.m, and Radley's looking at me, and I'm full of anxiety, just a kind of a wreck, but trying to hold it together. And I thought for sure he was going to be a train wreck, but he looked up at me, and I will never forget because he just all the clarity and just intelligence of a, what was he, 6 at the time? 6 or 7-year-old?
Yeah.
He said, "It's okay, Mom. We're rooting for Kendall."
Oh. Don't you cry.
And I'm an ugly crier too.
I don't know if anybody's a pretty crier. I get the jowl. Well, she does have quite the fan followers.
She does.
She does. We all follow. You got many people rooting for you, Kendall.
Well, thank you.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of courage to go do something like that, to follow your passion.
Yeah, it was definitely hard at first, but
it was hard for me. I remember when I first found out she was talking to her family, and I looked at her. I was like, "What's happening?" And she's like,
Nothing.
Because she kept it from me.
Yeah.
Yes. Because my favorite thing about you two was your freshman year, her sophomore year. You couldn't drive yet. And so
drove her
every day.
Coasted.
Yes.
Cozy coffee every day.
Oh yeah, but
that was
the
when I found
debit.
out that she has like she
Their
got outed
daily-
by the
Oh
coffee
gosh,
places.
every
She went
morning,
day.
every single
Our daily was a Red Bull infusion
That's not
and
healthy.
the chocolate chip muffin top.
Oh, that is not healthy.
the worst
I know.
breakfast
I know.
for like a whole year.
And I didn't know.
Every day.
She kept asking me for money, and then she would ask her dad for money. She would alternate between the two of us, so we had no idea.
I wish.
Crafty.
So crafty. So we had no idea, because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, would you ask your dad?
Are.
And
This
then
isn't the sweet girl that comes to my home.
as I
I
post
told you
that
she's
she's
not as
going
sweet
to
as
school in
that.
Florida, the coffee lady is like, "What? I won't see her every morning?" And I'm like, "You go and get cozy coffee every morning?" I'm like,
'Cause,
"Who
like,
are you?"
She would pay one day, I'd pay the other.
Oh yeah, because then I start looking at her things because I have her bank account and I just trust her, so I don't pay attention. And I'm like, $18? Like, what? One buy me a gummy. She buys the next day. I'm like,
And we still do that when we go out.
yeah.
Even if we'd be late to school, we
We
would still stop.
Oh my
Actually,
gosh,
we
don't
were
tell
late.
me
It was
this.
during like a snow day. We were late and it was snowing, and we like started sliding off the road a little bit.
Oh.
Okay.
And we also
God.
talk about the fact that this is the child that burnt up an engine in a pickup.
Oh,
Or that we broke a door together.
Oh,
You broke a door? Which
This-
door?
my front door.
oh,
My friend,
okay.
we were shooting with like the Orby guns.
Orby
She was
guns.
pulling like
That I
this
almost
way,
got
this
taken
way.
out of school because of it.
And then it like
Orby
broke
guns.
off, and I was like,
Did you know Tice saved her that day with the Orby guns? Because she got pulled in because they told that who had the Orby gun was Kendall. And she got pulled into the office and she calls me and she's like, "Mom, the police are here. I'm about to be arrested, I think, because I have an Orby gun because people were using them." But Tice, her little brother, it was his Orby gun. She asked if she could borrow it and he said no. But he knew she was going to take it anyway. So he went and took the battery pack or something out of it so it would work. So because he did that,
It
'cause
saved her.
it saved her because it couldn't actually shoot.
Yep.
That is
There
the
was
only
no
thing
Orbeez
that
in
saved her from getting charges.
Oh.
do you remember your birthday
Yes.
party freshman year when we went out to Ridley's and like people
Oh my
like your
gosh.
cousin started like showing up and like shooting us with it, and we're just surrounded in the parking lot trying to run.
Yeah, that's a story for another time.
I was gonna say, I don't know if we can know that one.
Anyways, let's talk about Addie now.
Oh, okay. What do you want to talk about? What do you want
See
to
how
talk
she
about?
like flipped right there?
Oh yeah, she
She's
did.
ready for the
It's my
cameras
turn.
now.
It's my turn.
Okay, blur her
Um.
face out.
So
yeah,
our
so
challenge is this.
I was gonna say
This
she's
is
had
Addie's
a
habit
similar but a
challenges.
different
Yes.
challenge because
Yes.
hers has been taken away without her choice.
It is. Yes. Addie has had some back problems, and it has kept her from cheering and being involved. And so you have a child and I will say this is about Addie. Addie is a dancer. Addie's a cheerleader, and all of it is her own, her own drive, her own, talent.
Yeah.
Her father and I do not sit and make her do, practice. Stop. I mean, we don't make her quit. But anyways, every time Addie was involved and she was in the center, it was because of her own talent, right? We had no clue. She didn't come home talking about it. You just would see it. So with this year with cheer was really hard this year for her.
I got a concussion at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah, she got in her car accident and had a concussion, and she couldn't cheer for a month.
Yeah.
No,
And
and that's a setback.
Yeah.
And then she, we just actually had probably the middle of January. She's always had
the beginning of January.
Yeah. She was having back problems. And
Right.
started going to the chiropractor more and more. And she just called when we were in Orlando. And she's like, Mom, I just can't. I can't. I need something else. Something else is wrong. And so that's when we would send her to the doctor.
Oh, it's because I was cheering at a game and we were doing our fight song and it has a kick in it. And for like, you do it twice. And the first one, I like lifted my leg up and that like really like hit me. And then like I didn't do it the second time. So I told my coach, I was like, oh, I didn't do my kick in it because I can't lift my leg up.
So, I mean, we're in Orlando and I'm sending her to the doctor and they send her on for x-rays. Anyways, all of this, you're trying to figure out what's wrong with your daughter.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's sitting on the sidelines bawling when she's used to being in the center or involved. And that was tough.
Definitely
and so
not
it's not a shout out. And
Addie, this is where Addie and I are a little like, she chooses violence sometimes.
and Kendall, I'm like, oh,
I was gonna say, and Kendall's a lot.
talk about that. Please don't. It is. And it took someone that had passion for something.
Yeah.
Like Addie, she cut back on dance and
Yeah.
put her whole heart into cheer. And now she's just like,
Yeah.
And all it takes is one person. And so, we hope with it, I mean, it's totally up to her what she wants to do with her future, but it just kind of, it's hard to sit back and watch.
Yeah. Because it's everything when you're in that
Well,
bubble
like,
of...
so I cheered in middle school, and then, like, my freshman year's on, I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I hate cheer. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But then, like, I did it my sophomore year, and, like, my coach brought back my love to it, and then I had so much fun. And, like...
Yeah.
You're no longer of need, right? So you're no longer the shiny star. I don't need you. Next.
Right.
Yeah.
Or when I was injured, like, saying, like, I'm injured, my first... Not the first one, but the second and third competition, I was only in one routine. She, like asked my mom, well, can Addie still do at least one routine? And I'd walk up the mats, like, bawling my eyes out because of how much pain I was in. Because, like, I don't want to let her down.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah. And that, I think, is really hard. It's, like, feeling like you let people down. Like, that's
When we did finally get the call on the MRI, and it was, hey, look,
day
no
before
more.
districts.
Yeah, it was the day before districts, and they said, no more. She can't, I said, Add, after she goes and gets her spray tan and her lashes done, right? Like her princess.
Yeah.
I then
doesn't do that before games. Weird.
I had to break the news to her, and she was like, wait, what? And I don't think it hit her, but it didn't really hit.
Yeah.
Because I thought I could still do districts. I was like, oh, so I'm just done after district?
Right.
No. And so then it was the next day district. Well, I said to her actually that night when I broke the news the day before. I said, look, that's a lot to take. You've supported your team. If you don't want to go, don't go. And I give Addie credit. She has shown up for her teammates, whether they've shown up for her.
Right.
She showed up for them, and she supported them. We drove, like Addie would ride the bus with them, and I, as mom, sitting in the bleachers. It's very hard to watch your daughter sit hurt on the bleachers and not being able to participate. But her goal was to support her friends and teammates, and she did it. We went to state, and so that was.
And you can hold your head high, and you did it with grace and class. And that's.
I might have been like bawling during each routine.
Oh yeah, many tears, but yeah, she did it.
Crying a river.
Crying in on the mat, crying off the mat.
I'd walk in already crying.
Gosh,
I'd walk off crying. Get me down there.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that is tough. Anyways. I'm only just laughing at the crying part because Kendall only cried in one basketball game, and you were what, second grade?
Oh,
I don't know. She was young, and the other team.
I didn't know I did. So.
Oh, the other team was kind of like tough, and they were bigger, and they were older, and anyway, I look over there, and I can see her like tearing up, and her lip quivered, and everything, and I was just like, oh no, we are not doing this because I should be a more sensitive mom, but I am so not.
She did not care.
She wouldn't let me cry. Like,
and so I remember I went down there and I was like, use your words.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
Yeah. And I was like, you do not cry. And she was like, I just need water.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, why don't you water? Use your words. Get water.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah. And so, but she is also notorious for never having water. At any game.
I mean, now I've grown up a little bit. And
you have coaches and people like that get your water for you. When
girl.
you go and it's you by yourself, she'll sit there and she'll look across the way.
Like, my water bottle's empty.
My water bottle's empty. And I'm like, she never brings, she has 50 million, like, Gatorades, like,
everything.
the little, like, the canisters, the expensive stuff you buy for your kid.
Yeah.
Does she ever remember one of them? They have a basketball bag. Put it in the side. Does she remember one of them? No. So we have to buy her water bottles, the plastic ones, wherever we go, and then she'll have one, and then she'll look at me and she'll go, because that means I need to go out and search and find a water fountain somewhere to fill this thing up. So
I drink a lot of water during the game.
Do it.
And I do. I do. And bittersweet now that it's kind of ending a little bit and we're towards the end and, she'll go and play college, but we're towards the end of all this and it's a little bittersweet. Last year she did play in a tournament and I kind of I watched a meme one time that said, you're not really a sports mom or a sports parent if you haven't wished for your kid to lose so you could get out of the tournament early. Which is so true. Because I have. I'm like, please. Oh, we won. Dang it. Okay.
Another game at
Next
7
game
p.m.
is at 7 p.m. and then we're at 8 a.m. the next morning. Cool. I love that for me.
8 a.m. the next morning, yeah.
So, but it was bittersweet because the game before us, as they were playing for the championship in this, was these little girls. And I kind of had a moment where I was like, oh, I remember this. But it was so
It's
peaceful.
the start.
Like, I could see the parents on the side where they're just like, oh, gosh, could we just make a basket? Like, and it's painful a little bit.
Yes.
And you've traveled and you're tired and you've done all this. But it goes away in a blink of an eye. And sometimes you're not even ready for it when it goes away.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. You don't think it's your last one that you watch. And it is.
No.
Right. You never know when it could be your last one.
Yeah. I did say your last one, though, we watched, though, was really good. Senior night, when we went for senior night. You played phenomenal. I was super proud. Yeah. And it was a team that the parents weren't very nice when they played them.
Who'd you play?
It was a college, like a D3 college that they
Okay.
played. And these are high school girls. And they played against them. And it was one of her first games.
It was the very first game with our team.
And I get to watch a lot of them via links and stuff like that. And I could hear the parents in this, which gets me, I'm yelling. I yell at my laptop. My employees all know. I just shut my door and I'm in my office and there's yelling. Because I somehow feel like she's going to hear what I'm yelling.
She can. I think she does.
Yes.
But she knows Mama's voice is there.
Yeah. Oh, there's yelling. And anyway, and it was a tough game and they should have won it, but they were just filling each other out still a little bit and but I could hear how. And so when I talked to her later, I was like, were they saying what I thought they were saying? She's like, yes, like they were bad. And the girls were rough and kind of Girls, I mean, it can be like that. There's mean girls in cheer, and then there's mean girls where you can see where they're like jabbing somebody.
They are
Tripping
like,
you on purpose.
I'm like, she lost a shoe when she was trying to shoot
Oh,
the
the
like,
game
somebody
winning,
stepped
my
on her
shoe.
foot. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Stomped
goodness.
on her foot, and she lost a shoe while she was trying to shoot the game winning 3 at the end.
Wow.
And anyway, it was just so.
Girls are mean in basketball.
Oh yeah. Oh,
They're
yeah.
very vicious.
They'll like
Yes.
pinch you when you're trying to box them out.
Yeah, they'll
Like-
pinch and whatever, and but when they played them again, they completely just destroyed them. And anyway,
See?
one
No
of my
mercy.
favorite memories of her of all time though is
I know what you're gonna say.
it is one of my favorite because it's so you because you just have the best attitude. Like she doesn't get involved. She's not the one that sits there and calls other girls names. I hear other girls. You can hear some of this at some of these smaller tournaments where you're sitting on the sidelines, and there was a girl getting really flustered by Kendall, and she was playing phenomenal. And like I know at one point they were both diving for a ball or something, and they're on the ground, and the girl's mad. She slams the ground, and Kendall got up first, and she's always the first one to like reach down and like help somebody up, her teammate or not. It doesn't matter. She's usually always the first one. I can count on her for that. And this girl would not take Kendall's hand to get up.
She just like looked at me. And
She
just
just
got
like
up on her
glared,
own.
and I happened to be right there, and I see Kendall. She's like this, and she waits for a minute. She goes, "Cool," slaps her own hand, and then she goes, "Haters are my motivators," and like runs down the court. What? Like whose kid is this? But it's so her. It's so her that she just would say something sarcastic to her and just vibe herself and be like, "Okay, you do you, boo. I'm moving on."
That has been Kendall's word for a long time. Haters are my motivators.
Yep, I used to always say that.
That's not a bad one.
No, it's not. She's got a pretty good attitude. She's a great teammate. That's one of my proud things because I get to watch. I say get to, even though I hate it, via links a lot these last 2 years. But I do watch her. And every time I can guarantee you, if she's on the bench, if she's not playing that they call a timeout or in between a quarter, she's the first one off the bench to high five every one of her teammates as they're coming through. And she cannot sit to watch a game.
I have to be standing.
She is standing, and I can see her coach be like sitting, but she cannot sit. She is standing.
She's in there.
I always
I'm
know
in
where
the
she's
game
at.
if I'm not in the game.
She is in it because she's right there. She's got to be part of the action. But that also comes. I was getting my master's when she was little, and my older one would sit and watch movies, so I could type, 10, 15-page papers, and so I would get them all settled. Kendall cannot. She always be like, "What are you doing? What's going on?" Like,
Are you done yet?
are you done? I bet, "Kendall, I need 5 minutes. Can you be
That's
quiet?"
why I don't like movies. I can't sit there.
She
I
can't-
get bored.
Don't like movies.
No, she
I
cannot.
can't watch.
No, she can watch all the
Same
basketball
with Addie
games.
though. She doesn't like movies.
Yeah, it's
Or
boring.
she's-
Maybe we're just too addicted to our phones because we're always like,
Probably.
You can watch
My
a
mom-
million basketball games, but you cannot sit and watch a movie.
yeah, I can watch TikTok. My mom will be watching a movie.
Oh, that's not the same
and she'll be like,
thing.
get off your phone.
I'm like,
Yeah.
TikTok, you
yeah.
get bored. You move on to the next.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
go to Snapchat when I get bored off TikTok.
By the way, I'm really proud of you. You did not let your Alabama out at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's been thinking about it the whole time.
There's times I'm looking at her like,
Oh, there's like
easy,
been some moments I like could go
easy.
off. Like,
Uh-huh.
No.
Me
You did
too.
your own. You did your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and at least I'm not like talking with my fingers like I normally do.
there it was.
Yeah, you
There's
did
the
it.
Alabama
Oh, it's
bark.
coming out.
There she is.
Trying to make a peek.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so proud. Heart, Addie.
No, it's this, remember? No, your pointer finger. Brother, put
Oh,
the thumb away.
Oh no.
Put the thumb away.
Do we show them?
Mom, it's not that hard.
It is.
She's like, wait, what's this?
I do know.
I've been told that's not the way they do it anymore.
I don't care. Oh, well, I don't know where we're at. But
Oh, we're just going.
yeah.
What's our time?
Oh, okay, well.
jeez. Okay. All
Yay.
right. Well, we did it. We did it.
Oh, well, let's like shout out happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And
I've
we're
got the
happy that she-
microphone. Which version of birthday do you want?
Happy birthday,
Oh,
Tina.
surprised me
no.
with.
I don't know.
It's gonna be a solo because I'm not.
Lizzo?
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
It's your birthday, bitch. So
No,
you like to
okay.
fuck. Oh, yeah.
Edit that. That's gonna be edited.
Is this Rachel when Addie is not allowed to swear at school anymore? Her teachers reward her.
Did she tell you that?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Okay, nothing.
Oh, if I don't swear at school, I get rewarded.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're doing good today, Addie.
This is gonna be edited.
No, it's not.
You want to seem fake? Because I'm not fake.
Oh, there she goes.
She is.
Oh,
Okay.
There
Well, wrap it up, man. Wrap it up.
Okay.
Want
Well,
to shout out and say happy birthday, Kendall.
Happy
and we're
birthday.
happy you're home for spring break.
yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Shout out to the group out there.
Yeah. We
Not
have
you,
an
Chancey.
audience.
Not you, Chancey.
Okay. All right.
Happy St. Patty's Day. I need a green beer.
Cheers. Let's go
Cheers.
get green beers.
Yep.
Cheers.
Kendall, let's go get ice cream.
Yes.
Okay.
And
That took way too long.
Wait, 3,
Yes.
2, 1.
Oh.
oh, is that not what we do?
Yes, that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Oh, yeah.
Same shit, different day.